So, did you ever
Man.
did you stop? Did you ever beat Twilight Princess?
Yes, I actually did when I was like young. See, like, actually, you know what? Twilight Princess was my very first Zelda game.
Was it really?
Yes, which makes me very happy that I'm here right now. But,
It's my
yeah,
favorite.
yeah, well, pretty much. I mean, like, the story I have with this game is just that, like, when I was younger, my dad used to go over to this friend's house. Like, this was around like when the Wii like came out, like first came out. And like he had this friend's house that would go over to all the time and go swimming, and he had a Wii, and he had this game. And I would usually just play Wii Sports there because I was a young child, and I was like, I can't understand.
Go ahead.
Thank you for your input. Oh my God, it's like Ocarina of Time. Anyway,
I know, you gotta pick the right one. It's gonna be that one right there. I know it. You know why I know it? Because I played this yesterday. Anyways, continue. Wii Sports.
Yeah, so I usually play Wii Sports there because I was like, I can't understand the Zelders. But then, like, eventually I was like, oh, the Zelders looks really cool. And he had this, like, really cool strategy guide there, which was supposedly had more pages in it than the Bible, is what he said at the time, which I don't know if that's true. But
It's possible. It's possible.
Maybe.
The Bible isn't really that terribly long. It really isn't.
I guess not, but, you know. Anyway, so he had that, and I was looking at pictures, and I was like, oh, this looks really cool. You know what, I'm gonna play it. And then, like, I just started playing it, and he was like, Aaron, like, you know, I think what ended up happening was, like, I got a Wii of my own eventually, and then I was just playing it over at his house one day, and he was, my dad's friend was like, "Yo, you want to just like take this home and play it at your house?" And I'm like, "Yes."
See, if you had a Nintendo Switch, that wouldn't be a problem.
Exactly. Well, I mean, kind of. I don't know, but
Kind of, not really. Anyways, continue.
but anyway, I was like, "Yes," and like he let me borrow it, and I just played it like from then on, and like I fucking loved it because it was just like. I don't know. I was a young child, and this was my first experience with Zelda, so why would I not like it?
How old were you when you first played this game?
I don't remember, but I know it was like... I don't know.
Because I actually...
Past 10?
Yeah, well, I really... Actually, when I first played this game, I hated it.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, the reason why was because Wind Waker was my... I don't know if it was Pokemon Blue or Wind Waker was my favorite game. It was my... Excuse me, my first game. I think it was Wind Waker. So I'm going to go with that. Wind Waker was my very first video game. And, you know, Wind Waker is very bright, cartoony, and lively. So, and keep in mind, I was also 7 or 8 when I tried to play this my first time. I got Twilight Princess, and I was well, rather my brother did, and I was watching him play it, and like when he went into the senses, it really hurt my eyes, and it was hard for me to see because I was used to, you know, the bright cartoony Wind Waker, and yeah, so you know, I
Dude, yeah,
I really disliked it at first. So, right there, guys, you can see the door. We're going to go there in a moment. And, actually, I'm going to forget how to get... I'm going to be dumb later, and I'm going to totally neglect that. Or rather, I'm going to forget where the door is, even though I just saw it. But, just warning. And what you're going to do is just keep pushing this up, and the platform will rise. Link has super strength. That and leverage, so I guess that's how that works. But, and just go through all the little caverns, get the rupees, the prizes, especially this one right here. This one's very important. It's a key. Now you can go back down to that door, but I choose not to because I'm stupid.
Dude, I used to be scared of this game.
Did you
when
really?
I was younger? Yeah. Like, I used to be scared of, like, the wolf segments because they were always so, like, dark, and, like, the freaking Twilight monster, or whatever they're called, like, the weird gangly things that are all, they got, like, the weird faces.
The Twilight beasts?
Yeah, those guys, the ones that you have to like special kill or whatever with
Yeah.
Midna. Those things were terrifying as all hell to me when I was a child.
I'm trying to think what was actually scary to me about this game. What was scary to me was...
and like this prison catacombs were really scary too. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, like the last time I played this game, I was just playing it because I'm like, Zelda game, where am I at? Boom, I'm in a dungeon. But now my second time playing through this, I'm like, oh, Arbiter's Grounds. Interesting. And I also saw like a Zelda theory video not too long ago about and it heavily referenced Twilight Princess. I can't remember what the like theory they were making, but and they went into Arbiter's Grounds a lot and talked about this dungeon. It's really interesting. But game theory is great. If you've never heard of them, I highly recommend you go check them out. If you're someone like me who's you know, likes to think critically about things and, you know, likes to look for meaning and further reason, you know, likes to think in depth, you'll enjoy game theory. So.
Or if you like Five Nights at Freddy's.
I remember when everyone was playing that game. Do people still play Five Nights at Freddy's?
Dude, there's like 5 of them now.
5 people?
No, 5 games.
There's like 5 people who play Five Nights at Freddy's now.
No, dude,
wow.
there's like a million games now. Including like a cartoony like RPG kind of game.
Okay, so basically
with the same character.
Basically it's a franchise now.
Yes, exactly.
Cool.
I mean, it's kind of interesting. The most recent one that came out was actually like kind of cool. I watched gameplay on it and it looked kind of alright.
It looked kind of alright.
Well, I mean, like
it
was different is what it was. Like it wasn't like usually in like the first like 3 or 4, like you're doing the same thing every night, but like in the 4th one you're like doing different stuff each night, so it's like more dynamic, you know. So it's not the same like drag every night. So it's kind of, you know, it's still kind of weird, but
well, speaking of different and interesting, and since we are playing Zelda, what do you think about how the new Zelda's looking?
I'm not a fan of. I mean, I'm a fan of what I've seen so far, except for the stamina meter making a return.
Oh yeah, I hated that.
I'm not a fan of that.
I'm not a fan of that. I don't think it's. Listen, I think Nintendo is at least gonna learn from their not necessarily their mistake, but I think they're gonna learn from it a little bit because, I mean, the frustration over the stamina meter was expressed. Like, you know, when Skyward Sword came out, and I believe actually that I don't know who it was from Nintendo, but I believe I thought that was actually addressed, or like that people noticed that in the gameplay for this one, like, yeah, the stamina bar was back, but it looks a little bit more like it doesn't run out as easily. So hopefully that is the case. I don't think it's gonna be nearly as bad as the one for Skyward Sword. Bottom line, could be wrong, but I don't think it's. I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
But other than that, what I've seen is alright. I'm kind of curious because, like, I mean, I haven't seen much is the thing.
It's gonna be a very big change for Zelda.
Yeah, exactly. But like, one thing that I've been like I see in the trailers or like gameplay, like I've seen a few gameplay videos of it and it looks pretty cool. But like, one thing that I've seen in like gameplay and like trailers and whatnot is that like you have other swords and they break.
Which, by the way, guys, I was stupid right here, and I thought that I was gonna be able to make it through, but I didn't pull it back all the way. Anyways, continue.
So I'm like, you know, like, I mean, I feel like the Master Sword would be like a sword that wouldn't break.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm positive. Like,
but wouldn't that kind of? I mean, like, you'd think like with that kind of thing, like they wouldn't give you that until like way late in the game.
Well, I mean.
Or, I mean, another thing they could do, I guess, would be like, maybe it like deteriorates or something. Like it doesn't fully break, but you still have to like repair it.
Yeah,
you know.
Like I could see that. Like try to use a Master Sword. You can no longer use Master Sword because if you do, you risk it breaking. Now it needs to be repaired, or like maybe just a lot of swords would do that. But I don't know. I feel like, I mean, in a Zelda game, I almost feel like there has to be a Master Sword. Although that's clearly not the case if you look at other games. Like Majora's, I'm hoping I'm not having a dumb moment here, but Majora's Mask didn't have the.
No.
They didn't have the Master Sword, so no, it's really not required. It's, you know, typical, but it's not required. So I mean, but if they did have the Master Sword and
Majora's Mask is almost kind of like a spin-off, really. I mean, it is like, well, it is main series.
No, it's a direct sequel to Ocarina of Time.
Well, yeah, but it's like,
in many ways.
I guess spin-off wasn't the right word.
I understand what I do understand what you were getting at, though. A lot of different.
It wasn't the first of its kind, is what I'm saying.
Definitely
like
not.
Like all the main series like Zeldas were like the first like Zelda on GameCube or on Wii, I guess, or like, you know, I don't know. Never mind.
I definitely get what you're saying. It wasn't your typical Zelda game.
Yeah, and it had already been done before technically. I mean, Majora's Mask is different. Don't get me wrong. it literally uses the exact same character model from Ocarina of Time. Like, you can't fight me on that.
No, the design's totally different. Characters,
Yeah.
no, okay. Which actually, listen, I've been thinking a lot recently. This is sort of, it's off topic, but what we were talking about reminded me of that. Thinking about Majora's Mask, and I thought of Majora's Mask 3D, and I thought about the fact that I have been so busy that I have not even played video games.
That's understandable.
I mean, it is, but like, I've missed out on so many great titles that have come out recently that I've.
So have I, but like the only reason I've missed them is because I'm poor.
Christ. What was I gonna say? Like for example, Fire Emblem, the new Fire Emblem games. I loved Fire Emblem Awakening. It's like my top 5 favorite games of all time. I did a Let's Play of it, like a very, very detailed walk. Which, by the way, that was a smart decision I just made. A smart action that I just took. But it's one of my favorite games of all time. And apparently, Birthright and the new ones are just as good. They're still really stellar games as well. So, but I haven't played them. I haven't bought them. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm really like when the new Zelda comes out, like there's no way I'm gonna pass that up. Like I'm gonna have to play that game.
Yeah.
Same for any other main. Like what's another example? Pokemon X and Y. I haven't even played Pokemon X and Y. I have the games. I've had them since they came out. Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon.
And now Sun and Moon's coming out.
I know. I need to catch up.
It's taken you a whole generation of Pokemon. Damn, dude. I thought it was bad for me.
Yeah. Well, but then again, I never played Black and White 2 either, so.
Oh, well. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I played Black and White, so there you go. I mean, Black and White 2 is good and all, and I actually do like it. I think I might prefer it over Black and White 1, but...
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. I technically haven't beaten Pokemon Black and White. I got to Victory Road, my brother deleted my file. Yeah, he wasn't really thinking. By the way, guys, I spent a solid, like, 10 minutes on this, so we'll be right back. Hey guys, we are back. I finally got that. I recommend, instead of walking from platform to platform, just, like, roll and try to get past the bugs. Don't let them slow you down. But you definitely can't take any time. Like, you gotta be quick. But getting back to what we were talking about, Nick, in terms of spin attack, I mean, like, I spin my joystick as if I'm gonna do spin attack anyways, and if it doesn't work, then I just end up slicing. So, you know. Yeah,
but, like, oh, I don't know. It was, like... Because, like, that was a problem in, like, Majora's Mask, because, like,
Wait, Majora's?
What?
You said Majora's.
Yeah,
it's Majora, not Majora.
Whatever, Cameron.
Okay, whatever, Neek.
Alright, cool. I mean, that's one way you can pronounce my name. I'm not gonna get super anal about it. I'm not gonna be a total asshole about it.
I apologize, Nick.
You dick.
Alright.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know.
But like, that was a problem I had in Majora's Mask a lot of the time, because, like, the spin attack in that game is, like, super great, and it covers, like, a lot of area, but, like, in order to use it without, like, using up your magic, you have to do the spinny trick.
Yeah.
With the button. So, like, that was a problem for me, because I would always try to do a spin attack in an area with a bunch of enemies, and then I'd end up slashing one of them, and then the rest of them rush me, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, I feel you. No, definitely. Which, by the way, like right there, I just performed a spin attack. I just spin around my joystick anyways, regardless. But, guys, what you're going to want to do for this guy is, after you slice the thing, get up here, and then once you get to this stage, all you got to do is just shoot him in the face with an arrow. And then you'll spin around, you'll come down and try to slice it, but you're going to hit him in his crotch before he can, and then he's going to fall over, then you're going to slice him in the face a bunch of times until he dies. We're nice people. We're a nice person.
Dude, you are. I mean, he's already dead, so I mean, who cares, right?
Is he? I guess so.
Well, he's a Poe, isn't he?
Yeah, it's a good point.
Poes are ghosts, I assume.
No, they're ponies.
Alright,
no. By the way, I have not. Have you seen My Little Pony? Have you? Are you a? What do they call them? Bronies?
No. No. I mean, I'm not one. and I haven't seen it. And yes, you're correct.
Same for me.
Yes.
I've not seen it, and I don't really plan to either. Like, I mean, like, I'm open to it, but I'm not going out trying to watch My Little Pony. But at the same time, I don't, you know, put down anybody who does. Like,
oh yeah, no, definitely. I don't care. I mean,
yeah, I don't care.
You can
do whatever you want. Like, you know.
I like anime. I mean,
fantasize.
That's weird and stupid.
Exactly.
So,
like, you know.
everything's weird and stupid. So
yeah, I mean, like,
nobody can get mad when.
Exactly. Like, if you want to, you can fantasize about Clifford the Big Red Dog. I don't really care. Anyways, guys, we just got the spinner. It's item for this dungeon. It's pretty useless in a lot of areas of the game. Most areas in the game, it's pretty useless.
But it's my favorite, Cameron. So shut up.
But it's really cool in this dungeon.
Exactly, dude. Like seriously, when I was a kid and I got this thing, I was like so stoked.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the best item in the game, and then I got super sad when you couldn't like use it virtually anywhere.
Exactly. It's like, oh, cool. Link had the cool skateboard looking thing. And it's like, but it only works in this dungeon.
Well, I know there are actually other areas on the overworld.
There are, but they're very limited.
Yeah, exactly. There's like one or two.
Yeah, there's not a lot. And
I think actually you need to use it for like a hard piece or something. I don't think it's a hard piece, but
I don't know, man.
there's a secret somewhere in the overworld that you use that.
Somewhere out there, somewhere over the rainbow.
It's like in a canyon. I can't remember. Dude, I mean.
By the way, guys,
it's been so long since I played this game that I can hardly remember anything about it.
Yeah, I feel you. It's actually the last time I played this dungeon was the last time I played the game.
When was that?
Which was probably like let's see, this is 2016. 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago.
Dang.
Yeah, so it's been a little while.
Yeah, it's long, but it's been longer for me.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe this will kind of jog your memory a little bit. Which, by the way, speaking of me not having played this in a little while, you can kind of tell. I done hecked up a lot, but
dude, you did.
I did, but you know, I did well sometimes. There's another event later that we're gonna spend quite some time on, Nick. I think you're gonna enjoy it.
Oh, is it the boss fight?
No. Well, actually, that too.
Oh yay! I love. This is probably like my favorite boss fight.
It's not my favorite, but it's in the top 4.
Actually, you know what? Never mind. My favorite boss fight is the last dungeon, but not the very last dungeon. But I mean the last.
Is it the one that's? Is it the boss?
It's the Sky Palace.
Yes, I know it's the best. Same. Ugh, I could just.
This is my second favorite.
This one's I'm trying to think about it. I'm trying to think. So the first one sucked. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was.
Yeah,
just,
I don't like the first one.
It was just boring.
Yeah.
The second one. Let me think for a second. I played this maybe a few months ago, but I'm having trouble.
Hey, I played it years ago, and I don't remember a single thing about anything past the first one. Actually, no, I remember the second one. The second one was the Goron dude. He had the chains.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one was okay.
That was alright. I like that one.
I mean, it's pretty cool. Then, well, a lot of people like the one for Lake Bed, but I think it's kind of dumb because it's just like this innocent creature here that you were murdering to death.
Oh yeah, that one's. I mean, it's got a cool area. I like the area that it's in, like you're underwater. But
yeah, but there's nothing.
The boss isn't very like interesting to me.
Yeah, no, the combat's not interesting at all. Like literally, it's after like he has come out of the water, you're just clawing through his eye, stabbing him. That's all. That is literally all it is. The one for this dungeon though, pretty cool. A lot of really cool mechanics. You can tell they spent some time on it, which I really appreciate. And yeah, I'm not going to discuss any further ones besides the one that we mentioned earlier. That one's pretty cool. It's my favorite one of the game. And also like the atmosphere when you're fighting that. It's just really good. But besides the point,
yeah,
guys,
I know they really brought it out all the stops for that one.
I've heard mixed opinions though. Like I've heard some people say that like they didn't really like it that much, but I don't know how you could it.
Well, I think a reason why people wouldn't like it is because the claw shot.
Oh no, I enjoyed it.
Well, yeah, I like the claw shot.
Oh, but I just realized though I'm playing with the gamepad, so that brings in the mechanical motion control, so I might not enjoy.
Well, yeah,
that.
Exactly. Like, well, all that, but like, I think a lot of people also didn't like the whole thing, like on Wii, because like it was. I mean, I didn't really have a problem with it, but like pointers are kind of like you know, they're
motion
not
controls. Yes.
precise. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I remember whatever. Well, I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but I remember myself freaking out when the Skyward Sword came out. It's like, wow, you can swing your sword and it swings on the TV like a sword. You can swing your nunchuck like a sword, and it's wow, so cool. I remember thinking that. Then like literally, you're just playing it. It's like the slightest move of your wrist, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, when I first played Skyward Sword, I kind of liked it.
Another Zelda game that I've not beaten.
I think it was just the hype is what it was.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh my god, another Zelda game. Oh my gosh.
You know, I have a hard time believing and realizing that before Skyward Sword, this was the newest Zelda game, like main console Zelda game.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's what the big hype, because like, what's the like year gap?
It was 2006 to 2010, I think.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess 4 years isn't super long, but I mean, that's still a decent amount of time.
Yeah, well, was it 2010? I think I almost want to say it was 2011, actually.
I don't remember.
Which, by the way, guys, I hecked up a lot right here.
Dude.
This is hard, dude. Look at this. Look at this. Boom. I'm supposed to. How am I supposed to dodge that? You can't survive. Did you Which, by the way, did you ever say the thing about? Well, actually, guys, we'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. He was showing the track of Hurricane Matthew, and he said, "You can't survive this." He said, "You and everyone you know will be dead, all of them, because you can't survive this." And
yeah.
And then he looked at the camera and said, "And your kids died too."
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not even joking. Yeah, it was really ridiculous, but it was funny. I'm pretty sure he still works there, so good for him. Anyways, guys, the big key. Yeah. The big key.
Did that like physically pain you to say big instead of boss?
Yes, it always does. It's just I grew up with my brother always calling it the boss key, no matter what game we were playing. I just didn't enjoy.
No, see, I've circumvented the problem altogether by calling it the bossig key.
The what key?
The bossig key.
The bossig? Oh.
Yeah.
How about let's just say screw both names and call it the Ultra Key.
No.
Ultra Kia. Actually, there's a Kia dealership that's near my area called Ultra Kia. The Ultra Kia.
Oh man.
By the
we're almost to the big. I mean, I would say boss, but it's called the big key, not boss.
Yeah. Case in point, dude. Seriously.
Dude, you hecked up. What? How did you? I mean, like.
I don't know how I hecked up. Okay, I really don't understand.
What were you even thinking?
I wasn't.
Exactly.
But I mean, it kind of makes sense though, because you got small keys and then the big key.
Yeah, but like. No.
you see the logic. You might not like it, but you see the logic.
Dude, it'd be hilarious if you just like jumped off again like you did last time.
No, I'm gonna get it this time. See?
Are you?
Maybe.
Why'd you stop?
I had to sit there and think about it.
And think about what? It's
what I gotta do.
It's just
because I knew I had to get there. I was just like trying to remember exactly how, like at what point I needed to jump off on. So I thought about it and I decided. It's right here. And look at that. Boom.
You could have just. All right.
No. Don't question me, Nick.
You know, well, I'll try not to.
Okay. Well, that's all that I ask.
Oh, dude, it's a spiral poop.
It's a what?
It's a spiral.
You said a spiral poop.
Well then why'd you, if you knew what I said the first time, then why'd you even ask?
Because I was wanting to see you try to justify it. I just want to hear you. Never mind.
Oh, dude, you gotta unlock the big door.
The big door that leads to the big.
Yeah, the big door that leads to the big.